My name is Donnie Lowy from WholesaleUSADresses.com. Hope you're doing well today. Today I'd like to discuss with you what is the best wholesale brand for you to sell. Now, it's a question that everyone wants to know. Whether you're a wholesaler or a retailer, you want to know what the best brands are. This way you'll know what merchandise to sell to your customers. Now, there is an answer, but it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. The reason is because every market is different. Every customer wants something different. It could be dependent on geography, it could be a culture, it could be something as simple as preference based on a fad or based on a sports theme that's currently popular. So it's going to depend who makes that clothing and the different styles that different brands introduce. But what you can do is you can determine what is the most popular brand for your customers, for the market that you're serving. Meaning everyone watching this video can have a different market. But you can't, so while I can't give you an answer for every market, I can show you how to come up with an answer for your market. So the first thing you want to do is you actually want to speak to your customers. Find out what are the brands that they're interested in buying. And if you don't have customers yet, or you're just developing your customers and you don't have the rapport where you can ask them yet, then observe what kind of clothing are they wearing. What are the brands that they're wearing? You could go to your local shopping mall, you could go to a park, you can go to a sports event, and you could just observe, watch people through your daily life and see what brands they are wearing. Another thing you could do, which is going to protect you from the downside, is go to department stores and see which brands are being discounted the most. Because if there's a brand that's experiencing a very big sale in a department store, chances are that that brand is just not that popular anymore, and that's why they're discounting it so much. Now, if there's a different reason why the department store is running a very big sale, let's say they're running that big sale simply because they're not doing well, or because they want to just bring in customers to buy their other products, then yes, a big sale on a certain brand or a big markdown on a certain brand is not going to be an indication of the popularity of that brand. But generally speaking, if you do see, you start noticing, you go to different department stores, different stores, you see different websites, and everyone is selling that clothing at a very low price, then I would stay away from that brand. Now, another way to determine if a brand is popular in your market is by calling the brands directly and find out, are they selling to retailers in your area? If the brand tells you that they aren't, now it's possible that people just don't know about the brand and you might be the first one to introduce the brand. That's fine, but it'll mean that currently the brand is not popular. It's not popular yet. But if they tell you that they have a lot of people buying those, their clothing in your area, that'll indicate that their brand is very popular in your market. And, the key is you want to do, your research. You want to go out there, speak to people, observe people, speak to the brands, and, once you have that information, you want to focus on that brand. Now, you also want to, you want to weigh the positives and the negatives, because if a brand is very popular and the market is already flooded with sellers of that brand, it might be hard for you to make money. On the other hand, if a brand is just starting to become popular or it isn't popular yet, and you introduce that brand to the marketplace and people really like it, you're going to be able to capture that market. Alright, my website is Wholesale USA Dresses. The next time you're in New York, you're welcome to visit my warehouse. Thank you so much.